Word. So finally, I fixed my storage in my phone. Sheesh, that took forever. But anyway, with Lilith saying God's government name, when they got into the bicker, she cursed God's name. Like she when she said God's name, she said it with she cursed it. She cursed his name like fuck you, like some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? She cursed his name. She didn't say it in as in praise. She said it with the exact opposite, hatred. And with that, she was able to take flight. And you know, the language back then was different. It was more spiritual. Right now, we're just talking and we're saying how we feel, but literally, tone in your voice, one sound of a tone in your voice, and how you say it, uh, could change your life. You manifest certain shit. Not everything. We can't manifest fucking something that doesn't exist into thin air. That stuff like that doesn't happen unless you draw it on paper and then you find out how to put it on cartoons and stuff like that. But you can't, and 3D printers, shit like that, and robots, stuff like that. But other than that, we're not God. We can't. We're made in His image, so we're allowed to create. We're allowed to have imagination, but we can't do what He does. And if not, and if someday we will, it's not now. So we got to be careful how we talk. But anyway, uh, with Lilith, she said God's name with hatred, and she was able to take flight. She flew over, I think it was the Tigris River or the Dead Sea, the Red Sea. She flew over the Red Sea, and it was saying how with God there's a lot of parallels. There's a lot of parables, a lot of parallels, polar opposites, yin and yang, shit like that. So after she flew over the Red Sea, she became demonic, and she gained flight, and like with each however stronger she got, the more demonic she became, like the witch. The witch is so beautiful in the beginning, but she starts getting bitter, starts feeling envy, starts feeling hatred. She turns ugly. It was like that. But the ugly, the uglier she got, the stronger she got. So they had to send three angels. Three. God could have sent one angel. This is the early times. Angels is just born. They should be strong as hell. Took three of them motherfuckers to get her. And Adam is just sitting there. His consciousness, he's not understanding what's going on. He doesn't understand why she's so mad. And this nigga not flying. He just standing there looking stupid. Like, that's what it said. It literally said in this day, standing there looking stupid. He said he was standing there looking confused. Like, God, what happened? My woman just flew away. My woman took flight. That's what he told God. And God's like, what? What you mean she flew away? You know, or whatever. Uh, so he sends God wasn't there when she cursed his name, but that's what I remember, because God was confused, like, yo, what you mean she flew away? What? Anyway, so he sent three angels to retrieve her, and I don't remember what happened. They brought her back, but she escaped again. Like she got into that argument with God, and she just became demonic. Like I think what he did was, since she was showing that hatred, I don't remember the whole story. I don't want to get it wrong. You guys look it up. Do your own research on Lilith. Lilith, Lileth. There's many ways to spell it. Lillith. But just look it up. You'll find the story. Anyway, or you can look it up in the book of. It's in the last book of J.B. Lumpkin. J.B. Lumpkin, the three books of Enoch, Ethiopian books of Enoch. There's the Ethiopian book, Slavonic book, and the Hebrew, I believe. But look at the terms. It's Slavonic. Like, that's wild. But anyway, I guess that's how she was feeling. She didn't want to be a slave, you know? But that's not, I don't know. The times was different back then. Anyway, I find it interesting that after she flew over the Red Sea, years later, after generations go by, Moses, that was not that long. That's in Genesis as well, Moses. So Moses, because that was the first Exodus. The first Exodus happened with Moses. And anyway, with Moses, actually the first Exodus happened with Noah. The first Exodus happened with Noah. But anyway, in Moses' time, when he was going through it with Pharaoh, he had to split the Red Sea. He had to walk through the path of the Red Sea. And they say that Jesus and Adam were. All right, the story with Jesus is that, or the Hebrew Israelites, they say that Jesus, he has multiple incarnations. He wasn't just Jesus. He was Moses. He was Solomon. He was Samson. even Isaac, because who's getting sacrificed first by God? Uh, Isaac was supposed to be the first sacrifice to Abraham, and then he said, "No, I'm not gonna kill my son." He said, "You don't have to kill your son." Then billions of generations later, Jesus kills his firstborn son, or God. He didn't kill his firstborn son, but he let him be offered up as a sacrifice because that was the only way to save us. You know. So anyway, that's that. And what's it called? I just find it interesting how Lilith, she flew over the Red Sea, and generations later, who came back? Adam came back as Moses. Now all of a sudden he has to go all of his trials and tribulations, learn that he's a Hebrew Israelite. He's thinking that he's part of the Pharaoh. He wasn't even part of that crew. He's an Israelite, and the Israelites were slaves in that time. His mom shipped him off in the river in a basket so he could be saved. That was the only way, because what they were doing was, with the first set of 144,000, they were supposed to reign with Moses, because Moses during that time was the Messiah, and they were supposed to reign with him and prophesy with him, and protect one another and prophesy to the people and save their people. But Moses had to do it alone, because all the firstborn children, all the firstborn sons, was getting executed. And then that's why God did that to Pharaoh. He said, because in the beginning, the firstborn sons of the Israelites were getting executed. Then God said, with the Exodus, this is the second Exodus, because this is our third Exodus. Everyone's saying this is second coming, third coming. I went to one psych ward. This girl was telling me, this woman was telling me, she's like, this is not the second coming, this is the third coming. And I could believe it. I could believe stuff like that. Stuff like that I could believe. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I believe in that. Anyway, with Moses, with the first Exodus was Noah's Ark. What happened? The flood. The second Exodus, what happened? All the firstborn children of the whole land got smited. That was all across. They say it's only in Egypt, but who knows? What if it was all around the world? Because if this with the people, the Israelites are all over the world. They're worldwide. If they try to say we all come from Africa, then they try to say, okay, we're the Hebrew Israelites, whatever. Then they say the black people own this planet. So you got to think, this was just like how this was worldwide. The flood was worldwide. I bet you for a fact they don't want to tell you this, that land, all the firstborn, that was all across the land. God didn't just have Israelites in Egypt. He had them all across the globe. So imagine all across the globe, all your firstborn sons is getting smited if you didn't have that blood on your wall. That's crazy. Now the last Exodus is fire. You're gonna see nuclear warfare. You're gonna see asteroids, shit like that. I just had that on my mind. I wanted to share that. Tell me what you guys think. I don't care if you like, share, subscribe. I really don't care. Just if you watch the video, honestly, just leave a comment. If it even has it's my brother. If it has an option for you to leave a comment, just really tell me what you think, or start your own YouTube channel. Holla at me. I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. Yeah. So I just wanted to share that. Thank you.